Okay, today we're going to talk about finding the longest and shortest sides of a triangle. Please make sure that you take out a piece of loose leaf paper if you chose not to print out these notes. So if we look at this picture here, the first question says, which angle is the largest? If we look at it, hopefully you can see that angle C is the largest. Then it says, which side is the longest? Looking at this picture, it looks like AB is the longest side. Now, if we look, the next question says, which angle is the smallest? It looks like angle B might be the smallest angle in that picture. And then it says, which side is the shortest? It looks like if I were to take out a ruler, that AC would be the shortest side. Now it says, what do you notice? Hopefully you said the largest side is opposite the biggest angle. And the smallest side is opposite the smallest angle. That's what we're going to learn today, or that's the concept I need you to get stuck in your head today. So in reality, there are two theorems. And the first one says, if one side of a triangle is longer than another side, then the angle opposite the longer side is larger than the angle opposite the shorter side. So if we look at that first picture, it says if AB, that's this side here, is bigger than BC, this one here, which it is, then angle C, this angle here, has to be bigger than angle A over here. Another theorem says if one angle of a triangle is larger than another angle, then the side opposite the larger angle is longer than the side opposite the smaller angle. So if we look at the bottom picture, this angle here is bigger than this angle here. So that means go across. This side has to be bigger. I'm going to make up a random answer, 10. Has to be bigger than this side here. So again, the 10 is bigger, so this could be something smaller. This could be, let's say, 6. And it says the measure of angle A is bigger than C, so side BC has to be bigger than side AB. So if we look at this question, it says list the sides of the triangle in order from longest to shortest. So longest. To find the longest side, I'm going to find the biggest angle. This is the biggest angle, so go across. RS is the longest side. So that's going to be bigger than. Now if I look at the remaining angles, this is the second biggest. So if I go across, RT is going to be the second biggest side. And since 29 is the smallest angle, if I go across, that means that TS has to be the smallest side. So again, it says just list them. So technically you don't need these inequality signs. So you can just write RS, then RT, and then TS. Now, this is an example of what you could see on a standardized test or a Regents exam. It says in triangle ABC, the measure of angle A is 99 and the measure of angle B is 37. Which one of the following statements is true? I would recommend first drawing a triangle. If I draw a triangle and label it, it says angle A is 99. So in angle A, I'm going to put 99 degrees. It says the measure of angle B is 37. So I'm going to call this angle B, and I'm going to put a 37 there. Then what we're going to do is quickly find out angle C. So I'm going to do 180, because there's 180 degrees in a triangle, minus 99, minus 37, and I get 44 for angle C. Now it says which of the following statements is true? First one says that side AB is equal to AC. Since if I go across from AB, angle C And if I go across from side AC, angle B, since those two angles are not the same, those two sides cannot be the same. Part B, or choice B, says side BC is smaller. If I look at side BC, it's opposite the biggest angle. So BC is actually the biggest side. This is not going to work. If I look at choice C, it says side BC. If I look at the picture, side BC is opposite the biggest angle. It is the biggest side. So BC has to be bigger than side AB. And this is opposite the 44, so this is in fact true. Choice D, we always want to check all the multiple choices, said side AC, now that's opposite the 37, is that bigger than side AB, which is opposite the 44? That's incorrect. So that is choice C. If I look at the next question, it says in triangle XYZ. So first thing we should do is draw ourselves some kind of triangle and label it X, Y, Z. Just be aware, your pictures that you draw will never be drawn to scale. It says an exterior angle, exterior means outside, at vertex Z, so here outside angle, measures 120 degrees. And the measure of angle X is 70. This is 70. It says order the sides from longest to shortest. So the first thing I need to do is find the missing angles. So if I remember my exterior angle theorem, it says if I add these two angles, it adds to this. So if I do 120 minus 70, I get 50. So this angle has to be 50. And if I look at this missing angle in here, this missing angle and this 120 have to add up to 180 because it makes a straight line. So this has to be 60 because 60 plus 120 is 180. Now it says order the sides from longest to shortest. So now what I want to do is just focus on the actual triangle. We don't really want to worry about that exterior angle now. So it says the longest side. In the triangle, find the biggest angle. Right here. Go across. That gives me YZ. That's the longest side. Now, find the next biggest angle. The next largest angle is 60. So I'm going to go across. XZ. Sorry, XY. And then the shortest angle is going to be opposite the shortest side is going to be opposite the smallest angle. So this is the smallest angle. If I go across, XZ is the smallest side. Sorry, I stuttered there a bit. And if we look at the last question here, it says list all the sides and angles in order from least to greatest. So the first thing I notice about that picture is I am missing an angle. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is 180 minus 67 minus 30, and I get that the missing angle here is 83. So we'll start with the sides. The smallest side is opposite the smallest angle. So find the smallest angle, go across. So DG is the smallest side. Now find the next smallest angle. Go across. DO is the next smallest side. And then since angle D is the largest, GO, or OG, is the longest side. And then if we go for the angles, again, the smallest angle is angle O, the next smallest angle is angle G, and the largest angle is angle D. So the main thing you need to remember is the largest side is opposite the largest angle, and the smallest side is opposite the smallest angle. Remember, when you're talking opposite or you're thinking opposite, remember you have to go through the picture to get to the opposite side. Please make sure you write down any questions and either email me or ask me next time you see me.